Peace. This is Brother Hot Tim, getting ready for the morning. So if you hear some steaming, I'm doing some ironing. You know, I got the iron, get ready for the day. But this show is one that I feel I need to do because I'm getting a lot of comments on the Magic Hour, and some people loving it, and then I got some people hating it. I got people kind of on the fringe of hating it and like it. And the PC is, and that's good, and I love the conversation around it, but this is my issue. Because I had somebody address me in this way: Brother Tim, how could you promote some of that music that's on those CDs? How could you let this brother go on and share that madness, as they will call it? And I asked the person, I was like, when I made this statement first, I said, my show is my thrust into hip hop. My show is me trying to take hip hop back from the corporate interests, and I'm trying to show other people that we have the ability to take hip hop back from the corporate slave holders. And Kid Magic happens to have thousands of tracks from thousands of people who had the audacity to dream. Now, I might not like how they dream come out, but at least they had the courage to share their dream. Now, I believe that I can influence the direction of hip hop, but I also realize that in controlling the direction of hip hop, if I make it lean too much one direction, it'll lose its power. You see, when I came up in hip hop, it was very simple. I had Ice-T on one end, I had KRS-One on the other. You know what I'm saying? I had somebody looking at my Gucci's about that time, and I had somebody talking about they was God on the other. I had a balance. And that balance helped me to kind of bridge life, because in life, you can't, although you want to just be one way, some people say they keep it real. Most people's lying. You're not keeping it real. You're keeping it an illusion. You know what I'm saying? Because for you to honestly think that you're going to go into every situation and be exactly the same, because I could prove to you right now that you're not. If you go and address your mama, you're not going to address your mama in the same way that you address some of these people out in the street. You're not going to deal with your child in the same way you're going to deal with a stranger. And if you do, you may need some medical assistance. You may need some mental help. Listen, we're not always the same, and hip-hop helped me understand that. Hip-hop helped me embrace that gangster and that true warrior and that God and mold them into one. It made me what I am today. And I believe that my children deserve the same thing, but they're not getting the balance. So what I'm doing is promoting this show where I could start controlling, or at least have some input on the balance. Kid decides what goes on, and nobody interferes with what Kid Magic decide what he want to put on his show, because he was the one that was willing to do it, and I'm backing him up all the way. Now, this is the question that I asked the person that was complaining about the music. I said, this is our opportunity to mold and shape the direction in which hip hop goes. He said, well, we can't control it because it's a conglomeration. It's going to all this conspiracy shit. Listen. I said, you're right. I can't control it on a national level, but I have a show where I can control it on a local level. So I'm going to ask you this. Who was the last local artist that you bought anything from? And the person got silent. See, the one thing I understand about business is this. First off, when you want to deal with something national, you got to get down to the local, because national is nothing but a bunch of locals combined. Now, if I'm able to control my local, I'm able to have more input on the national level. Two, any business that the community supports flourishes. I ain't just talking about patting them on the back, but go in and actually purchase any business that a community supports flourish. So if the community wants a certain type of music, then get up off your ass and go and support that music. I got artists that are coming out with positive lyrics. I got artists with gangster lyrics. I got artists with in-between lyrics. I got artists with love songs. We got all this going on in our community, and the question that I constantly ask is, who are you supporting? And if you're not supporting, then what gives you the right to have anything to say? Spirit has been in Columbus forever. And they are matter of fact, I often tell them that they ruined me. And this is what I mean. Spirit, those that know who Spirit is, Spirit put on such a live show and throws so much energy out when they doing their rhymes that it's hard for me to listen to anybody else. Because this shit's so dope that it just basically fucks up how you see hip hop for the rest of your life. And I have to struggle through this. And these brothers is struggling as a group. You know what I'm saying? And they got the positive, uplifting, nation building lyrics, but they are not being supported by our community. So now this is Brother Hot Tim. You know, I dropped the iron because I get hyped up, man. But it's just like, yo, I love the comments. I love the fact that some of y'all calling in and making comments, but this is the point. We have a chance to take hip-hop back. I honestly believe that the internet levels the playing field. My artists no longer have to go through an A&R. They could come through us. You could form your own radio station. Now, but until you start supporting some of these artists, shut your mouth. And if you hear artists on the CB radio station, this is what you do. Very simple. If you can't find a name, all you gotta do is write down the lyrics from the song. Kid or somebody that's assisting us with the show will find out what artist that is, and we will get you to their page if they have a page on the website. Now, have a page on the internet. And this is something else that's very interesting to me. I have a lot of people that tell me about their dreams and what they want to do. But one of the reasons I'm in support of some of these artists, regardless of what they say, is because they had audacity to not only talk about their dream, but to get up and do it. When some of these boys get up and some of these boys and girls get up in the studio, this is the only place that they are free. The only place. And who am I? And who are you to stand in the way of somebody's freedom? All right, now, and then on top of that, Kid got tracks from young people that believe so much of what they was doing that they would do dumb shit to get in the studio. And some of them didn't survive. And there's nothing that's going to stop me from airing they shit. So, this is Brother Hot Tim. Peace.